Morning, how are you today? I am filming a creative video today. It's first thing in the morning and I've saved all my creative jobs to get done in my studio today, so I thought I would film a video for you and just show you exactly what I'm doing along with all the other kind of housey things, as obviously I work from home. So just basically filming my work day today, which happens to be a creative day. I've been trying to bulk up my jobs and do them in bulk, so do all the blog posts in one go for the week, do a lot of editing at certain times of the day, and keeping my creative jobs to a whole day's worth. And I'm finding that's working out really well for me. I've just been doing a bit of cleaning in the house and I can hear Aid. He's made a coffee and he's cleaning up, and I'm about to stick a vegan chili in the crock pot as well, so I thought I would share that with you as well. I think we're going to try and eat at lunchtime today. Louis is out for lunch today, so it's just going to be the two of us. Holly is at uni, she's home tomorrow, so they don't like my vegan chili and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite things to eat, so I'm going to stick that in the crock pot and I think we'll have it for lunch today. Really hope that you enjoy today's video. Let me know if you are enjoying the studio vlogs. So I'm now going to make that chili. I've just got all the ingredients out to show you, and it's literally a throw in the slow cooker type of meal. By the way, I've got my Creative Girl t-shirt on today because that's exactly what I'm going to be. So what I love about this meal is it's one of those I use up what I've got in the cupboard. I always use the red kidney beans in chili sauce, tin of tomatoes, chopped tomatoes. I've got some left over from a meal the other day that I haven't used up, and then I've always got small red onion, some decent amount of garlic, and then spices. I use ground coriander, garlic salt. I like to add a little bit of ground turmeric, and I'm going to be grinding down some cumin seeds and some red peppercorns. And then it's basically what I've got left in my fridge. So I've got a red pepper that needs using up. These tomatoes are all a bit soft. I've got a couple of carrots, some celery, and sweet potatoes I love to include. I'm going to use some cauliflower, and we've got this little pepper, chili pepper from the garden that we've been growing. I have no idea how spicy that's going to be, but I'm going to throw it all in the slow cooker now. And the washing machine is on as well, so I apologise for the background noise. So I've got my slow cooker here on the hob on a low heat with a tiny bit of oil, and I've got the onion and garlic in there with the spices, and I've just done a sprinkle of each. I haven't weighed anything out, and I'm just going to let that cook off while I chop up the rest of the veg.
Why do you have a pair with it as well?
Oi, what are you doing at my desk?
Looking at this.
I've got some chilli for you to try from the garden. Are you ready?
Yeah, have you tried it yet?
No, not yet.
We're going to do this together.
Yeah, so this is the chilli from the garden.
Taking
Aid's not very good with heat.
Well,
Just take a little bit.
oh,
Sorry. Is it hot? I'll let you try it first.
thank you.
Just like a green pepper.
It's not pepper. Well, hang on.
There's no heat to it.
Not the hottest, is it?
No. What sort was that?
Don't know.
Was it maybe mini green peppers?
It was probably maybe like a really mild.
I think we can safely put those in the chili jiggery.
I think so, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there's a fresh one out there. We should maybe try that.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a tang to it.
No, there's not. You don't like my chili, do you, either?
I do.
You
I will eat
don't.
it.
It's my favourite.
It's good for me.
How could anyone not like that? I think that looks amazing. I've thrown everything in there
I
now.
know.
I'm going to
See.
stick it on the slow cooker for a few hours and I will taste it and season later. By the way, I forgot to say, because the chili wasn't spicy at all, I've added a little bit of chili powder, but just do this to taste. I like mine with a little bit of warmth and kick. Aid doesn't like hardly any kick at all, so I have to go careful, but just add it to however you like yours. 10:45. I've spent the last hour and a half or so just responding to emails, YouTube messages, social media messages, catching up in the chat group and all that kind of thing. I've also scheduled my video for Sunday. I like to try and stay ahead of the video scheduling. I hate leaving things to the last minute. It's just bringing me in a Pepsi, thank you very much. And I'm about to clear my desk. I've got all my work left out, thank you. Thank you very much. From yesterday, we were working in the lounge last night. How many charms did you make last night?
Not many, probably about 20.
We had an interruption. That's the problem when you have family living close by. Yeah. So Aid's work night
most of it. You spoke to your mum and I spoke
was
to
cut short, but I've got everything laid out on the desk. So I'm going to clear that away and get creating. So I've got everything out here at the moment. I had some organza bags arrived yesterday for the charms. These are left over from the DIY kits. I was cutting lace for the kits last night whilst watching, what were we watching? Oh, we're watching a sad one, The Confession, or A Confession, on TV last night. This I am going to be working on today. I've just been playing and laying things out. Do you do this too? Just this is the September kit, by the way. Just laying things out. I like to just see things I'm going to be using. This photo, and it kind of inspires me. I leave things out for a little while with what I want to use, and I start getting ideas in my head. So I've got a story to tell. I'm going to use this photo, and that's something I'm going to be doing today. But I have a dilemma. Which candle do I burn? I don't know. I'm going to pull the window closed a little bit. It's really chilly in here today. I love leaves, but I don't want to use them all up. That's my favourite. I like the green tea. Do you know, actually, I might, where's my, go with green tea and lemon. It's a Body Shop one, and I find these kind of fragrances really uplifting when I'm creating. Really, really like them. So I'm going to get the oil burner out, and it will be green tea and lemon in here today. What's your favourite candle at the moment? I do love all the pumpkin-y ones and like all the fall type, the autumn candles, but I tend to prefer them in my living space, like in the lounge, in the kitchen. In my studio, I like the lighter candles. I just find it a nicer kind of fragrance to work with. Let me know what's your favourite right now. I think somebody wants to come in. Were you just sat staring at me, Pops? Poppy? Did you want to come in? I just caught her there, just sat staring. So I'm all set up here. That's how I film my creative videos. I'm doing a video in my traveler's notebook, so another video within this video. So I've done the intro to that. And whilst I'm doing that, I've actually just set up here. I've got all my watercolors out, and I'm going to be creating some watercolor papers here to go with the November and the December kits. When I'm creating the papers, they take a long time to dry, and I'm often creating in layers. So this kind of thing is really good to do whilst I'm doing another project, because I don't want to move on from this. I kind of want to do it in stages, so I can do that whilst I'm doing another project. So I've got a paper now that I'm really excited about for the December kit, so I'm going to get working on that one first. In the background, I've actually got my trip videos on. There's one scheduled. It's a Friday. I'm filming today, and my family trip videos always go up on a Friday at 6, so I'm just watching this one through. I really, really love watching them. They are such a lovely way to keep memories. They really are. I'm so glad that I started YouTube. I just wish I'd done it years ago when the kids were smaller. Obviously it wasn't around when they were younger, but I'd ummed and ahed, and we missed a trip. We went on a road trip in 2016. We did New York, and then we drove to Washington DC, and then drove across Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky to my dad in Indiana, and had an amazing week there. And I wanted that to be my first vlogging trip, and I chickened out. I couldn't go through. I didn't have this camera that I'm filming on now. I had another camera which couldn't face me, so it wouldn't have been as easy, but I really wanted to give the vlogging a go, and I really regret now not attempting it, because I think that would have been a great trip to do. But I'm just happy that I've done the ones that I have now. If you haven't seen the videos, I will link them up below. It was our recent summer trip. First one's done. I'm going to leave that to dry because I want to do some doodling over the top. Sometimes they don't always go as I want to, so I like playing and see what happens. And my first page in my traveler's notebook has been created. I've just got the paints over here as well, and I'm going to go and see if the other paints are dry. Not quite. It's going to need to wait a little bit longer. Just sat working on this pattern paper. I'm doing the doodling now. I've got some photos printed for my next project, which I'm really looking forward to making, but I got a bit distracted looking at photos. Looking at photos is the worst distraction, because then you start looking at so many others. And I had an idea for my sister's 40th birthday next year, and it's got me so excited. And you know when your head starts going really busy and just loads and loads of ideas. So I've set up a photo album in my folders, so I can start planning that, because I'm really excited about making that now. But I didn't want to get too distracted and spend too long, so I'm going to finish printing those photos, finish this doodling, move on to the next paper, and move on to my next project. My paper is done, so I'm going to move on to the next one. I've checked on the chili. I'd accidentally switched the slow cooker off. So we're definitely not having that for lunch. That will definitely be tea. I'm going to make some, I think, cheese and pickle sandwiches for lunch. That's what I fancy. See if Aid wants to join me. I'm going to start on my next paper so that can dry. And the photos are printed for the project I'm working on next. And I'm going to prep the area so that after lunch I can continue with that. The bread's gone mouldy, so we've got hot dog rolls with cheese and pickle instead. So this is the paper that I'm working on for the November kit. I've done the watercolours already, and now I'm just spraying on some white mist using one of the Lollipop stencils. I will link these up below for you, and I'm going to leave that to dry before I work on the next layer. Photos printed, and now I'm on to my next project. I wanted to share this with you. I am creating, I'm just using some green paint there, the paper for one of the papers for the November kit. So I finished making the little book that I wanted to make. This was the next project. So I've recorded the video for this. I've got really hot and flushed. I closed the window earlier and now it's really warm in here, so I've had to open it back up. So that is the project that I've made using the September kit. It's a DIY kit that comes in the kit. I can't remember if I said, but I'll link up the kit below for you. And I now need to take some photos for it to become a blog post, and so it can also feature in the kit zine. That's the little creative magazine thing that comes in the kit with like DIY information and stuff like that. So I'm just taking some photos, and I now need to clean up my desks. 10 to 4, I'm going to clean up, and I could really do with some fresh air. You've just woken up. Did you have a nice snooze? Yeah? You slept through me crafting, didn't you? A little girl. You're very, very pretty. Can you smell my chili? Does it smell nice? This chili smells so good. I need the veg to cook down just a little bit more. I've given it a good stir, and I've seasoned it a little bit as well. So I've been just touching up this paper just a little bit more. I've got a skewer with a bit of white paint, and I'm just going to blob in each one. The papers can sometimes take me ages. It's just more because it's all about the layers, and you have to sort of like wait for them to dry and then add a few more bits. I'm going to add a few more on the other side. I've done it. I've got all the details emailed over, ready for the zine. That's completed that now. It feels so good. It's 10 to 5. That's 3 videos done today. I've done 3 lots of creative work and scheduled another video. I've had a really productive day. I'm so pleased. Now, trying to break the day up a little bit. Let's move away from that light. It's nearly 5. We're going to walk Poppy, and then I think we're going to head out for a long walk ourselves. Really haven't been doing very well on the walking since we've been back, and I don't want to start piling on the pounds. The walking definitely helped when we were away. I didn't gain any weight, and it was down to the 202.4 miles that we walked, I think, whilst we were away. So I need to keep up that walking, but I'm going to go and see if Aid's ready, and then we're both going to be working on kits tonight. I'm really pleased with how this paper's come out. It looks really cute, doesn't it? And that was the other one, and that was the, I can't remember if I showed you now, the little mini book that I made. I've been collecting the tomatoes from the garden, and I eat them like sweets. This one's a bit green. This tastes a bit sour. I don't know if I should eat it. I might just eat that half. Are you ready for a walk, babe?
Yeah.
I mean, the tomato from the garden is so nice.
That or the front?
Front. Now, do you want a bit?
Okay, thank
It's
you.
lovely. It's really nice and
I've got
sweet.
the sauce in it.
No, just eat it as it is.
Oh,
It's really
thank you.
nice. It's lovely, isn't it? Juicy.
Mm.
Nice?
Very nice.
Good.
What have we done to it?
Nothing. Just taking little Poppy on her walk, and then we're making plans for this evening. And I'm wearing a scarf for the first time this winter. It's not winter yet, is it?
It's autumn.
In autumn. 99p. No, it wasn't, because it was from a pound shop.
A pound?
It was a pound charity shop, and I really like it. I think is that disgusting for you?
No. I just wouldn't use
I
it.
just chopped your head off.
Oh no, my head's always chopped off. I've been across here.
And we've decided that we're going to go to the pub. We're going to go and walk by the common. I have a nice woody walk, but I want to be back before it's dark because I don't want to be walking on the common in the dark. And then we'll go back to work. We've got all these raspberries grown by our front door. We've just almost like had our second, what do you call it? Batch, yeah. We've got quite a few to pick there. Right, we've changed our plans. We're not going to the pub. And we popped to Waitrose to get a few bits. This cake in Waitrose looks amazing. I think I might make this over the weekend. Pear cinnamon and almond loaf. It looks so good. I need to buy some pears tomorrow. Aid?
Yes.
Darling, what are you having for dinner?
Your chilli.
Are you?
Wonderful rubbish. I'm having beans on toast.
He's having beans on toast.
I really fancied it.
I'm having that whole pot of chilli to myself now. I'm going to finish this video, I think. We're going to carry on with the creating this evening. Aid's making charms for the October kits. And what can my job be tonight?
If you don't work, you'll fall asleep.
I did the ribbons last night. I don't know, I'm going to make something else for the kits.
Yeah.
Hello.
And this is my chilli for one. I've just popped some cheese on the top there. And it smells amazing. I really am going to finish the vlog now. Louis came in and interrupted before. The chilli was lovely.
It was lovely.
You had a teaspoon.
I know.
It's now 8 o'clock. We're all cleaned up. I am now starting work again. I'm going to be making bits and pieces for the October kit, and Aid's making charms for the October kit as well. And what are we watching tonight?
Well, ET's on at the moment, but I don't think we're keeping that on.
Yeah, I don't really want to watch ET, but
We'll
Kettle's on.
find something to watch.
We're going to find something good to watch. Let us know any of your Netflix recommendations at the moment. It's always nice to know, and I really hope that you've enjoyed my creative day. I'm really happy. I just really did get so much done today, and it feels really nice. And I've got 3 videos created, 3 projects, and the work for the zine is finished as well, and I've got papers sorted for later on as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye.